Today, we need to have a serious talk about a girl who is making huge waves in the Neverness to Everness community, and that's Shinku, because she just received a new version of herself right before version 1.2, 999 Nights goes live. Before we get into it, if this is your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell for me. I'm building this channel from absolutely zero, and every single subscription is another brick that helps me build even better NTE content. Thanks in advance, and now let's get into the main topic. First, for anyone who doesn't know who Shinku is, here's the super quick summary. She is a limited S-Class character from the Cosmos faction working for the Bureau of Anomaly Control, CSU-2, and she is Mint's brand new teammate. The thing I like most about her is the icy but decisive vibe. She looks cold as ice on the outside, but deep down, she's willing to jump into the fire to save her teammates. She's the kind of character that makes you love both her combat and her personality at the same time, and not every character can pull off that combination. Now let's talk about the gameplay, because this is where I think Hotta really went all out. Shinku is a proper melee, hand-to-hand fighter, and she has two completely different combat states. In her normal form, you use normal attack combos to build up Defiant Spirit, and once the conditions are met, Shinku transforms into Surging Crimson, also known as Rampage, where her entire kit shifts into a much more aggressive and brutal fighting style. Honestly, this dual form concept isn't exactly new in the gacha genre, but the way NTE ties it into Shinku's icy outside, fiery inside lore deserves praise. It doesn't feel like a gimmick that was just thrown in for the sake of having one. And that's not all. Shinku also has a trait that I think anyone planning to pull her should pay attention to, which is her open world mobility. When she's in the right state, her running speed and climbing speed both increase dramatically. To put it simply, she's the kind of character that lets you make boss fight footage look amazing while also flexing stylish traversal across the open world for even more beautiful footage on your channel. And don't think Shinku only knows how to punch things. She also has charge cycle enhancement, which means that while Shinku is actively charging, teammates off the field also benefit from charge generation. So if you're wondering, wait, is she just a selfish carry? Then my answer is not really. She actually brings solid utility to the team as well. Now we get to the hottest topic, the reason this video even exists, and that's the latest changes made to Shinku's kit right before version 1.2 launches. Based on everything I've seen from the community currently playing the Chinese version, Shinku has just gone through a fairly significant round of adjustments. These include increasing the activation range of her passive charge effect, improving the consistency of her energy generation, allowing her stacking mechanic to continue working even while she's off the field instead of requiring her to stay on field, and also improving target lock and auto-targeting while she's in her ultimate form. At first glance, it sounds like a huge buff, right? But honestly, the community is having a pretty heated debate about it. One side says these are genuine damage buffs, while the other argues they're mostly quality of life improvements and bug fixes rather than direct damage increases. Personally, I think the fairest way to look at it right now is to call this an operational polish pass. It makes Shinku smoother and less frustrating to play, but it's not necessarily the kind of update that simply increases all of her numbers across the board. And because the community is so divided, the biggest question everyone is asking is whether Shinku is actually worth pulling. I'm not going to recklessly call her overpowered or trash, because honestly, the group that believes she's well-balanced and not overly power-crept is just as large as the group that's a little disappointed compared to some of the previous limited characters. My advice is this: if you're missing a Cosmos main DPS, or if you love characters that combine strong combat performance with a distinct identity, while also offering excellent open-world traversal, then Shinku absolutely deserves a spot on your shortlist. But if you're only looking at raw damage numbers and comparing them to the current meta, then I think you should wait a few more days after version 1.2 has been live, so the community has enough time to test everything properly before making your decision. Don't rush into pulling purely because of the hype. Besides her kit, Shinku is also bringing an entire package of major version 1.2 content with her. She has her own exclusive outfit called Dragon Knight with unique skill effects. She has synergy with the vehicle Draco, where equipping that outfit also changes the vehicle's appearance. And on top of that, she comes with bond content and home interactions that let you invite Shinku to move into your house. To put it jokingly, Hotta has packed almost every possible content feature into Shinku, enough to farm content for an entire month, from kit breakdowns and lore videos to outfit showcases. There's something worth covering in every category. If this video helped you better understand Shinku's latest changes before version 1.2 launches, then please leave me a subscription. This channel is still very new, and every new subscriber gives me even more motivation to keep making consistent Neverness to Everness content for all of you. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!